Hey everyone, this is my new 2021 Honda Rebel 1100. It's awesome. It's a great motorcycle. I just got it a couple weeks ago, put about 100 miles on it. I love it. It's a DCT model in black, and I'm just going to tell you a few things about it so that you can get an idea of what it is. I've been riding for, I don't know, 10, 12 years now, and I put about 25,000 miles on a couple of bikes, 2 scooters. And the reason why I bought this is I love scooters. I had a 2009 Yamaha Majesty 400, and it was getting kind of old, and in the US you can't buy a maxi scooter anymore. Really love the practicality of that. So my first choice was the Honda Forza 750 scooter. It's great, has a DCT, has a relatively low seat height. It's not sold in the US, so I was kind of out of luck. My second choice is this cruiser, which of course America loves cruisers. I love a practical machine. What I was looking for was automatic transmission, reliability. I love Japanese cars and motorcycles, and low seat height. I need to be able to have good wind protection and storage so that I can commute on it and travel on it, maybe go camping. And I just fell in love with this. This fit almost everything. I need to get a windshield, and I'm going to get a top case, and I'll talk about that more later. But I'm going to fire up the bike now, and I'm also going to show you a picture of my previous bike, my Yamaha Majesty. So I'm going to fire the bike up. There's on the side of the motorcycle is where you put the key in, traditional for cruisers. I turn it on, and you can see the dash has really good information. I love that it's digital, and I'm going to start it up now. So I don't really need to tell you about the specs of the bike if you're interested in it. I'm sure you've followed all the other YouTube videos where they talked about the specs. The quality is very good. The engine character is really good. It has so much power, it just will not quit. I mean, you can go, go, go. I've tried rain mode, standard mode, and sport mode. Standard mode, it gets into 6th gear a little over 30 miles an hour, so pretty much after 30 you're just in 6th gear. The engine has plenty of power to chug you through that. It doesn't bog down too much, but it just seems kind of weird. So sport mode I like because the shifting intervals are more accurate for how most people manually shift things. I've been kind of amused by all the videos where people sort of apologize for the DCT. Like they'll say things like, well, if a person has palsy, or a person is missing a limb, they might choose DCT. And I just wondered, how about if a person chooses DCT because it is a better way to shift and more, it's easier. I mean, I know that people love to shift because they think it's part of the experience, but for me, it allows me to focus more on the ride and enjoy the ride and not be distracted by shifting all the time. And it's more trouble than it's worth. When I was younger, I used to have 5 speeds in my car and loved it when I was younger. But as I got older, I just wanted an automatic so I could not have to deal with that anymore. But the seat is fairly comfortable. The ride, the shocks are fine. It's a firm ride. I weigh about 150 pounds. I'm relatively short. I'm 5'4", 5'5". I've got a short inseam, so that's why this bike is really helpful to me. I can flat foot it. I was worried about how easy it was to put gas in it, but it's super easy. It takes regular, so you don't have to have premium or anything. The LED lighting is really good, and the handling is great. I mean, it just falls into turns. It looks really good. Falls into turns, and it just feels natural when riding it. The ergonomics on it, it's a little bit forward for me. I ride a little bit forward, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It feels really good. It feels sort of aggressive. I did get the first day I rode it, I did get tension in my left hip. I think because I was pressing on the pegs too hard and kind of excited to ride it. My scooter allowed more freedom of movement of my legs, while I was riding. So, anyways, the things that I plan to get on this bike are a windshield, but I can't find one that's made for this yet. So I'm waiting for one to come out. I'd like to get a clear windshield that covers my the hand grips as well, and it's about nose level. And I also decided to get a top case on the back because I don't want side bags. I didn't want this to look like, Grandpa's bagger Harley with leather crap hanging off of it and, chrome on it. Just looks. I wanted it to look raw, good, purposeful, and just a great machine. And that's what it is. It doesn't look like some crazy, cruiser, with a bunch of crap on it. It's a great bike. So as far as like storage, what I looked at doing was to get a couple of GV side bags, hard bags that are lockable, monokey. But I really need a place to put my helmet. I was used to that on my scooter, and I also want a place to put groceries. So I decided to get a top case. So I have a Honda rear rack on order, and I'm going to mount a GV monokey top case on there yet. I haven't really selected which one, but just something that's cheap and good and solid. And then I'll be set for commuting and a place to put my helmet and, with a windshield, and I'll be able to travel around and have some fun. The wind, I'm not used to riding with a lot of wind in my chest because I've been on scooters, and the wind makes it really hard to go above 60 without feeling like you're going to be yanked off the bike. So it's just not comfortable. So I'm looking to get a decent windshield. All right, so my recommendations to you when you're looking for other bikes, if you're a traditional motorcycle rider and it makes you interested, don't discount the DCT. The paddle shifters are great. They work fantastic. I've tried it in manual mode. So you can continue to do that, but shift really fast. And I think that you'll find that most people will get comfortable with DCT and like it. So I'd urge you to keep watching videos of people who have DCTs that have converted from manuals and see how their transition has been. But for me, it's really good. It's kind of clunky when it shifts. And it's kind of jittery or, the first 3 gears. But I found out how to manage the throttle on the first 3 gears and really smooth that out. It's pretty easy. You get used to it after a while. It's just how aggressively you shift in the first 3 gears, and then you kind of like lightly ease into it, and then once it hits third, it's smooth from there on out. It's a great bike. So get one and have fun.